What's up, guys? This is Nick up at Maple Motors at Hendersonville, Tennessee. I got a 1987 Buick Grand National with a 3.8 with a turbo in it. We're getting ready to go for a test drive. I'm going to show you any kind of flaws that I can find on this car. That way when you get here, you know exactly what you're getting. Let's go for a ride. All right, guys, first thing we're going to do is take off. I'm going to point out any kind of flaws that I can find. This car here specifically has a security system on it. You just turn your key on till the lights pop on the dash. Go down into neutral. Push your gas pedal twice and put it back in park. If you do that correctly, it will run. If you do it incorrectly, it won't. It'll just start up and die. So it's a security system that's on there. It's integrated in the system. You're probably not going to be able to get it undone. It's something that'll have to stay with this car, especially as much as they put into the security system. So it's something you'll have to get used to. I know when I first tried it, the first time I failed, you know, but if you do it exactly like I just said, it'll work every single time. What I'm going to do is ride down the road, point out any kind of flaws. Seeing if the air is pulling. The air is pulling on the motor, so it sounds like a compressor's kicking on, and that was cold air coming out. I wanted to check that to see if that was working. I do not think the radio works in this one. Oh, it does. So radio works. I just wasn't hitting the right buttons. Our windshield wipers, they do work. We got a little boost gauge here. Your oil pressure is not hooked up, and neither is your water temp gauge. None of these are hooked up. Your RPM is coming up on the dash. Looks a little spotty, I'll show that. Looks like the gas gauge is working, and it's showing 6,000 miles on the dash. But this is the 100,000 mile speedo, so every time it turns 100, it's 0. So it's probably 106. I'm gonna go ahead and put my seatbelt on, because this was the fastest production vehicle of 87 from factory. It's a little fact check there. Are pretty fast. You can hear the turbo spooling up. It is working. There's a screw on the back of this visor I can tighten up, and it'll keep it from falling. For now, I'm gonna push it up into the window. Hear that turbo? It sounds cool. Car's going straight down the road. It's not pulling to the left or right, and as soon as I turn, it turns. It's got really tight steering. Your blinker's popping on over here. It says left turn. Instead of just the arrow, it says left turn. I was over here trying to pull the tilt. The tilt does work. The brakes are nice on this car. They're nice and cushiony. They're stopping exactly how they should. But you need that, especially with that turbo. I hope it's picking up the blow off and stuff. It sounds so cool. Speedometer is working as well. It looks pretty accurate. Car runs and drives great. It feels awesome. Woo. You can definitely feel it put you back in the seat. It's a fun car to drive. This car here probably compete with some cars coming out nowadays. I know they got Hellcats and stuff. It ain't gonna do nothing like that, but seeing if this little mirror works here. Don't look like it's doing anything. But for a V6, it's fast. It's got some adjustments down here. Not 100% sure what that's for, but it's blinking and it's showing. So that's pretty cool. So the car is pretty clean on the interior all the way around. Horn works. We'll zoom in on the dash here. See, the gauges aren't working. They're there. They probably just need to be hooked up. I love that sound. You're playing with the gas pedal. As you can see, when you turn left, it actually says left turn. I could get used to driving this thing around just from that blow-off valve and the turbo squealing. Well, I noticed one thing about this car. The power windows are pretty slow. Not going down, but back up. This one actually is probably gonna need a motor replaced in it, because to roll it all the way up, you gotta open the door. This other one over here, let's try it. Looks a little slow too. I mean, it may need 2 power window motors. It made it all the way up. It's just slow, but I wanted y'all to know that. All right, I'm setting y'all in the driver's seat. We're getting ready to leave the park here. Let me put my seatbelt back on. And we'll continue this test drive. I like putting y'all in the driver's seat. It's a pretty cool angle in my opinion. I like watching the videos back too, so. I do a lot of music, and this turbo is giving me ideas. I could like record that, put it in a song somewhere, make it part of like a instrumental or something. It'd be kind of cool. This car runs and drives great. Feels good. It's got plenty of power, that's for sure. That's what it was made for. So we do got locks here. Let's see if they work. The power locks work. They just don't unlock. They lock. Let me try this other side. Well, it's this switch over here. The unlock part of the switch on the driver's side is not working, but the lock does. So. Suspension on it's pretty nice and smooth. car here was put together well. Oh, there we go. In case I didn't know, right turn. That's funny. Let's miss traffic, you know. It pulls nice and strong. That was a little over half throttle there. I was trying not to break the tires loose. Got a little red light here. Test the brakes out. They stop fast. So. Everything's checking out on this car. Only thing that I would like to have is that water temperature gauge hooked up, and the oil pressure. It'd be nice. And the oil pressure ones. That's why it's not hooked up. I just pulled it straight out. They just sat it in there for looks. See if the water's the same way. Yeah, the water's not even hooked up. Neither one of them are hooked up. That's why. The boost is, though. All right, we're pulling back into the lot here. I'm gonna do a walk around video. I'm gonna point all the flaws on the outside of the car. That way you know exactly what you're getting when you get here. It's the whole reason I do these videos. They're very helpful for people that are out of state. They know everything about the car and they don't have to worry about it. We also got 100 detailed pictures. Check out MapleMotors.com. You can see that. You can see financing information, transportation. We got parts, wheels, tires. We got all kinds of goodies on there. So check that out, MapleMotors.com. If you have any other questions, call us, 615-822-4444. I'll put that in the description as well. There we go. I appreciate y'all watching. If you like my videos, please subscribe, please share. It helps me out tremendously. And thanks again, guys.